Okay guys, so update. I wanted to show you where I am now. Here is the first cubby we emptied. I went ahead and emptied this cupboard, or this cubby, excuse me, and this cubby as well. And so far, look at all the space. Now, I'm not going to say that I've gotten rid of that much stuff because I still have this box full, but because this is a lot of stuff I'm going to incorporate into other sections, I still feel like I've done pretty darn good. Even if I added this into there would only probably be a couple extra. I would have to, if I really shoved everything in. Now, right now, there's extra space in this area. So what I have done at this point in time is I have taken all of these collections. I've started logging what I have, and I have markings. Excuse me, I feel like my voice is just sounding horrible today, and I don't know why. But I have marked them all with their appropriate label. I figured out the colors. I can't remember everything I've said about the colors. I figured out the colors, and then I am taking these little, so they're all labeled, and there's only a few that are white. See if you can see down there. I'm not allowed to bend down, so you can see the basic gray is white and the Vicky Boutin print shop is white. And then, oh, I need to add my divider in. So I have 3 things in the miscellaneous section so far. So those are the 3. There's one, the April and Ivy, which was a big photo class. And then where the other white one starts, where it says Cartabella something. I think I have like 2 Cartabellas left, so I'm taking that and I'm just putting those with the white color, which I can explain the white color a little bit more in the end, but those are just like miscellaneous ones that I won't buy more of, and I haven't bought any Cartabella for a couple years, so that's where those are. That's where Christmas starts. So I'm going to add a label right in, like a divider. Let's see, we're like the July 4th and those, I can't put the finger up because it's focusing on that. So we're like the summer and the July 4th. I have one that says miscellaneous, so I'll put it in there, and then starts Christmas. Go back out now. And you can see, this is also Christmas. Again, I just can't, I'm not allowed to bend down, and I'm just trying to do this one thing at a time. It kind of sucks that I had to start at the very bottom, which it will work out better that way that I did, but this is going to be a little bit slower and harder to show you guys. But I'm really excited. Here is a nice pile of what I have decided to get rid of. There are 2 Christmas ones, which you can see one of the Christmas ones here, maybe even 3 that I decided to go ahead and let go. One of them had the oranges in it, and I just decided it's not my style. The other one I was really torn on. And then a third one, I just decided they're not my style. If I'm going to pull out Christmas, I'm going to end up pulling out something that I really want to do. Sorry for moving the camera, but I want to go back to here and show you. So again, all of this still needs to go back in. So it would fill one cubby, but at this point, I've got a full empty cubby. Now, because a lot of that was the one and done that was over here, I probably won't get rid of as much starting at this point. So I have just a couple also in here, which I just pulled out of that 3rd cubby. And you can see the Sweet and Spooky, and those are Doodlebug and Simple Stories. I'm keeping those labels the same color. I'm glad that I ended up with that decision. But basically it's Halloween and fall now. So I'm just going to prop something in there to like hold those up until I can get all of my Halloween and fall labeled and documented, and the pictures. Sorry about that. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have somebody help me dig all those ones out of that back cubby there, which is Halloween and fall. I'm pretty sure there's no summer. There maybe is 1 or 2, but I'm thinking that there's probably not. And then I will see what I'm going to get rid of. Again, I don't know if I'll get rid of very much in these upper categories because they are stuff that I love more, which is where a few of the harder decisions is going to have to come into. Hey guys, sorry, I got interrupted and I forgot what I was saying, first of all. And second, I went ahead and continued on with a few things. So, just to update you, let's quick little recap. I've added some, let me zoom in a little. I've added miscellaneous Christmas, and I think Christmas goes to about here. And then the ones of Halloween and fall, I have here currently in this collection, but these are the ones that I've gone through. A couple things that I have figured out along the way. By the way, this is still ones that were in this cubby that will go up into actual categories, but I'm not ready for them to be put away yet. I did discover, however, let me see if I can zoom. You can see some of these little tabs, and I will show you when I am able to get up closer to a collection. Sorry, got a little distracted there for a second. What I did there was I was labeling, like I mentioned, some of the collections have pictures and or sketches, and I was adding little tabs onto each one. Let me see if I can grab one without moving the camera a little bit too much. Okay. So what I was doing was I was labeling one for photos, a different one for sketches, and a different one for photos and sketches. And I was just using these Post-it notes. And as you can see, the middle one wrote, oh, of course. Hang on, I have to grab my handy dandy claw. Here's my life. I'm not allowed to pick things up, so that was probably horrible camera for you guys, but okay. So again, I had one for photos, one for sketches, and one for photos and sketches, and I had so many with sketches or layout ideas in it that I ran out, and I said, well, okay, that's fine, because again, I do have so many with sketches in it. So I decided to go ahead, and I do need to go back and like take off the ones with just sketches in the Christmas and winter area. But starting kind of more in the fall, I'm only labeling if they have photos or photos and sketches, but more than basically if they have photos in it. That's the most important part, because in my spreadsheet, it will say where the photos are when I go to look for them. So I figure that as long as it's kind of labeled, I like the idea of having it labeled, however, not only on the spreadsheet, but actually on the envelope itself, so that it can, like if I just am sitting here, like what do I want to work on? I know that I can pull out, I can go look and, oh, that has a photo and a sketch. Let me see, do I want to work on it? Okay, yeah. So this is currently, but look at this. So let me grab my little pointer finger. Again, I have these that will mix in, but a little bit extra room in here. And these are all really tight in there. So when I'm putting them back, I'm leaving like space and room for it to breathe, right? I think I mentioned that. So I could like even take this down and put like another quarter into this area. But for now, I'm just letting it have a little room to breathe. I did get what I have gone through so far of Halloween. Actually, I'll come back to that in just a moment. So this is Christmas, winter, miscellaneous, Christmas, winter, fall, and Halloween. And I have a few more, but look at this, still 2 empty cubbies. I will just say again that there's a lot of these collections I won't be getting rid of, but this is, I believe this is all of fall and Halloween that I have left to go through. And I thought I might go through some of this with you guys, because if I'm going to get rid of anything, it's going to be from this section because so far I really haven't gotten rid of anything yet. I don't think so. Nope, I don't think I've gotten rid of anything yet, but I kind of did just the quick kind of newer collections, no photos in them, just easy ones while I was just going through them a little bit. So the rest of these, I think I will go through with some of you guys. Okay guys, so the first one that I'm going to pull out is Flea Market by Doodlebug, and this is one of those hard decision ones. I know I have dwindled this down in the past, but I think I can dwindle it down. I will use some of it maybe. The biggest thing is, well, there's a cute little fox. The camper, I don't think I would use the camper. I thought that I would in the past. First things first, let's look at the paper. Although sometimes I like to know what kind of embellishments I have. If, you know, that's going to matter. That's going to help depend on whether or not I want to keep a lot of the papers. One of the older sticker sheets. Now I think, because this is a fall collection and I have a lot of fall dies, I'm going to keep that in mind. I really love this one. This is one I could give or take. So I'm going to put, let me try to make a little bit better of a space. I actually really like those little mouse. Oh, and they did just come out with that strawberry with the little mouse die, I believe. I don't know if the die is standalone, so you could do the mice, but that's a good thing to think about. Okay, so this one, the campers and the clouds, I'm going to put it here because, again, I'm not really crazy about that, but I love this owl. I think I would keep this paper just to fussy cut that out. And I like the leaves, so let's go here. Now these two don't go together at all, really, in my opinion. So I probably wouldn't use those together, but that's not to say I wouldn't use them. I love both of those. Oh, it's weird to think Doodlebug did a wood grain. I haven't, oh wow, that was old. This is a 2016 collection, by the way. Love that paper. Here's this other one, which I could give or take. Looking at it next to the other ones, I would maybe keep it. This one, okay, there's actually more in here that I thought, than I thought that I would like. This has a bunch of wonky cameras on it. Now the suitcases I wouldn't use, but the green might go good with some of those. I would probably keep this, let's see, Hi Pumpkin, Smile, Thanksgiving, You Are Sweet. Now a lot of those are still really card. Nowadays they're making them a little bit card and scrapbooking, but this has stuff I could fussy cut on it, so I would keep this. I don't really know what I would do with that mice paper, but it's cute. It would go good with the cats. That would be really cute. I love the wheat paper, one of my favorites. And this next one, okay, that's like a different plaid. Oh wow, look at the color difference. Isn't that interesting? Can you see? It might be worth keeping both, just, must have been printed at 2 different times. I find that to be really interesting. Okay, I'll move a little bit quicker here. Sorry, it's the borders. Ooh, look at the fun hexagon. I wouldn't use the full sheet, but that's kind of fun. This one I don't think I would need that many extra of. Oops, something went falling. Here's the leaf, love the orange. Here's the wheat. So really I'm not getting rid of too much here. This, I think I'm going to keep, I might end up keeping all the papers now that I've done a little quick walkthrough. Here's a brown. I'm going to keep it in here. I don't know why. Here's some hideous paper that I really don't want. Okay. here's a few extra. So let's see. Yeah, I liked the leaf on that one. I didn't like this paper. Here's the mice. Well, I don't know if I would need 2 of them. Oh, I like the jars. I didn't notice the jars. That's cute. Let's see, this one. Oh, wow, I have a whole bunch of extra stuff in here that doesn't really make sense. So these all, well, this is a different kit that I'm going to put together. This is a super old doodle bug. 2010. So I'm taking this out because I would have never pulled this out to use with this collection. So taking a look at this, I actually thought that I would get rid of more than I did. I am going to keep 2 of these. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to keep 2 of these. So I really like these more than I thought, like I said, which I guess is not too surprising being as it's Doodlebug. And then I'm going to go ahead and just keep, oh man, the sticker moved. Of course it's stuck to the, ooh, I pulled it up off the one that says leaves. That's good. I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, I apparently have 2 of these sticker sheets. I'm going to go ahead and keep them. Here's what I don't think I need, although I don't, oh, I did have that paper. I didn't even look at the other side of the wheat paper. Okay, this is a larger scrap, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. This is going to go for the other collection. But, okay, pumpkins I will keep. I'm not keeping these little tinier scraps. Because I love the wheat and it will go with so many other collections, I will keep it. But I'm only keeping it if it's larger than like 3 by 3. So, count your blessings. I'm not even keeping that. What's this? Campers. I'm not even going to keep that. This I fussy cut. Not keeping. What is this one? More pumpkins. I don't need the campers. I will keep this for the sunflowers. I'll keep this for the borders. Oh, and I like this. Might as well keep that to fussy cut. I'm not keeping that. I don't need the cloud borders. I will keep the thankful. I'll keep that for the leaves. The wood grain, good for photo mats. Here's some random purple. Oh. Oh, okay. That was to go with like pictures, journaling about it. Okay. And then this one I'm not keeping. So these are going to go. And then here's some apparently smaller, like petite prints. I'll go ahead and keep those in there. But it's a little bit more cleaned up now. And since now I kind of know what's in there and what to expect, it's a little bit like more something I would pull out. And since it was 2010, oh, I glued that on there. Looks like I'm going to have to relabel. I did not pay attention when I glued that on there. So, let me see what I have here that are that's cut apart. Happy Camper I don't need. Hello, I don't really like that. No, I will keep the little mice, even though I have the die, and I will keep the fox. I'm not going to keep that. Again, I'll keep it for the flowers. That one's a no, and that one for the jars. No, and no. So I'm definitely going to keep the sticker sheet. Let's see, I'll probably end up just keeping all of this stuff here and those and a couple more stickers. So I do have to relabel this one, and I'm going to make another little mini kit for this other separate one. I do like it. I may try to find, I have to see if I do love it. That's a hard one. I'm really going to have to think about this one, but I'll probably do a one and done with this one. But yeah, I've already dwindled this down, so I don't see any reason to really go through it again. And this one's rather cleaned up and no pictures. So I'm going to clean this up and we can grab one more out. Need to find the pictures that go with that journaling. Okay. So let's look at this Hello Fall one. This one is probably a keeper. I just want to take a look at it and clean it up a little. So yeah, I mean, I like it. It's a little different-ish, but I really like it. So part of this was like a kit that I got from Scrapbooking Cards today, but I don't think I ended up wanting to do the way they had it. So I am going to go ahead and keep what they had. Is it here? I don't even think I have it in here anymore. So I have pictures and stuff to go through. We're going to put these in here because this is a really cute collection and there's a lot to it here. So I don't really feel the need to go through it all again. But I will put these in a page protector and log that. For time's sake, I'm just going to set it to the side. Okay, here's another tough one. This has a lot to it. But I think I'm going to end up keeping most of it. I wonder if I've already kind of, I think I've already kind of gone through this not long ago because it's not as big of a mess. Oh, look at that. It's got almost the exact same paper. Yeah. I've seen that quite a few times. So this is actually really rather organized, so I don't feel the need to go through everything. I've got all my, excuse me, all my embellishments in one thing. The stickers, okay. I think I did this pretty recently. So there's some more stickers. I could probably almost pull this one and the other fall one together, but I'm not going to do that because I've tried doing that before and I didn't like it. It was just too big of a mess. Okay, so this one was pretty easy other than just kind of cleaning it up, knowing what I have. Again, this is a little bit more tedious of like a job that I'm doing here. Not really a job because I'm enjoying going through, but since there's, I'm still limited on what I can do as far as scrapbooking. So this is actually giving me something to do. And like I said, I really needed the space and I really needed to get it cleaned up and narrowed down to ones that I would want to use more often. And I love the fact that this fits their 6x12. Okay, those are older pieces I cut from a different collection. So that was easy. I just have pictures. Oh, no, just a sketch. And I will plop this embellishment page in here. And the sketch on the other side. And that one's done. So, one more. This one here. Let's see what we have. I'm not going to get rid of it because it's got some really cute raccoon. Oh, that's so cute. This is definitely more along probably the one and done though. I don't need this. I do like the red for like photo mats, or you know, that would fit on a page. So I like the blue. Ooh, I love this floral. And the leaves, I am going to keep those because they're full 12-inch strips. Sorry about that. Okay, here's the stripe. I really like this floral. And then there's some brown. Looks like there's a few different collections papers in here. Okay, so I like those. The solids I'm going to keep. Oh, polka dot works really well. Solid. Oh, I must have stuck this one in from a different collection. I'll keep it because it is really cute. It kind of goes and kind of doesn't, but I think we could play with it. Okay. So this is from a different collection. I think I can go. It can go. I love the owl, but it can go. These stripes. Oh, I love these owls. Will it go? I'll keep it. It's got a good wood grain on the back. This one can go. This one can go. Again, this has a nice wood grain and cute owls, so I'll keep it in there. I do like these leaves, and I think these would go fairly well. The apples, no, but the brown is a good one. So this is Pebbles Woodland Forest that I must have stuck in there. This one can go. This red one, no. Butterflies in Fall just doesn't really go, in my opinion. This green, no, I feel like it's too bright of a green. This has some fun things I could fussy cut, so I'll keep that one. This, yeah, that would go with a bunch of them. And now we're back to Perfect Autumn. Yeah, I'll keep that one. And the wonky owls, but it has orange on this side. Okay, so let's face the leaves out. Got rid of a few papers. I kind of thought this is definitely going to be 1-2 pages and I'm done though. There's not a lot of embellishments. I can make my own embellishments from dies, so therefore I'm going to keep it because it's fall. By the way, this, I have no idea where this folder came from. So, sorry I can't give you information. By the way, I was going through all the ones that I've gone through. I will tell you which one, it was either, no, it was a crop or hopper one that actually had a hole in the bottom compared to which the cropper hopper is older than, it is older than the new ones that I got from Amazon. However, it had a hole in it and none of the cheap ones from Amazon did. So, like I said, I'm still going to shout out the ones from Amazon. Okay, I don't need this sticker sheet. I would probably die cut. I don't want this one. I'll keep these letters in here. And then I'm going to keep the brads. These are all ephemera pieces, so I'll keep these. Normally I would probably clean these up. If you wanted to, I did in one of the collections, I put everything in a page protector that was loose. I had a bunch of scraps I didn't want to get rid of. And so that is one thing you can do. A few brads that are loose. I'll put those in there. But I feel like I don't have that much stuff to need the page protector this time. Okay. So I don't think I had any pictures with this one. Wonder how many pieces of ephemera I'm going to find on the floor in front of me. Okay, no pictures, getting rid of this. And there is another one. a little bit cleaner. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. So going to do a few more, and then we will touch base again.